I finished watching all 13 forms of Luffy from Gear 1 to Gear 5 in one go. First is Gear 1, the bucket form. Luffy fills his belly with 2 buckets of water and then uses his mouth as a water gun, rapidly swinging his arms to shoot water bubbles. Although the damage is low, it is highly insulting. Next is Gear 2, the explosion form. Luffy needs to replace his straw hat with an explosive head, but it doesn't bring any changes in terms of strength. However, his morale instantly rises, and he becomes more serious when facing enemies. Then, there's Gear 3, the Candleman form. Luffy uses his brother's wax fruit to wrap his hands and feet in wax armor, enhancing his attacking power and preventing Magellan's poison from corroding him. This was Luffy's favorite form 2 years ago. Gear 4, the Idiot form. By emptying his brain and relying solely on reflexes, Luffy can instinctively dodge attacks. This subconscious evasion can effectively counter opponents who are skilled in observation haki. The limited edition form, Nightmare. Luffy must insert 100 shadows into his body to transform. His speed, strength, and defense are greatly enhanced in a short period of time. This form can be considered as version 1.0 of Gear 4. Gear 2, using his feet as pumpers to accelerate blood flow and enhance his speed. He can perform extremely fast attack movements, but frequent use of this form will reduce his lifespan. Gear 3, the Bone Balloon form. Luffy bites his thumb and blows air into the gaps in his bones. The air blown into the bones can freely transfer to other parts of his body. He possesses strength comparable to that of a giant and can easily pierce through Navy warships. However, strength slows down when combined with speed. Gear 3, the Mini form. After the form is released, Luffy's body shrinks due to the reverse effect and becomes a small version of himself. The time Luffy stays small is equal to the time he was enlarged before. However, after 2 years, Luffy has overcome this weakness. Gear 4 is a limited edition form that Luffy can transform into under certain conditions. In this form, Luffy first uses armament haki to coat his hands and then bites his arm to blow air into it, compressing the air inside his body. This grants him elasticity and greatly enhances his overall strength. Compared to Gear 2, his speed is faster, and compared to Gear 3, his power and defense are stronger. Gear 4 Tankman is another form that Luffy can transform into under specific conditions. Luffy needs to continuously eat until he can no longer eat, and then he can blow air into his arms to transform. This form enhances his defense and strength, but it restricts his mobility. Gear 4 Snake Man is similar to Gear 4 in terms of transformation method, but it increases Luffy's attack speed and makes his moves more unpredictable. Each technique cannot be predicted using observation haki. Gear 5, also known as Sun Snake Man, is a form that Luffy can achieve in an awakened state. In this form, Luffy's hair and clothes turn white, and steam surrounds his neck and armpits. Gear 5 enhances Luffy's physical strength, freedom, and animal-like senses. It also increases his resilience, vitality, and recovery power. However, in this state, Luffy's stamina rapidly depletes. Without the elderly form, after the features of Gear 4 disappear, Luffy will enter an aging state and maintain it for a long period of time. In this state, his body is extremely weak. Just like when he touched the Sea King Stone 2 years ago, he is powerless. It is estimated that in Luffy's elderly form, he wouldn't even be able to defeat Trafalgar Law.